Hey everybody, it is TorontoUnicorn and Miss Tanya. Hello.
Hello.
So big surprise, we are at a DTF night at Oasis Aqualounge. Don't even know what you're looking for because I just texted her a few hours ago and I was like, so it's DTF night, do you want to go? So sure enough, she jumps on her long commute to come and hang out here. What are you looking for tonight?
I am looking for, as I'm always looking for, that perfect two-guy situation.
Two guys at a time.
Two guys at a time.
Well-oiled machine.
Well, yeah, you know what
Pull
I'm
her
looking
hair.
for. Pull my hair and slap my fucking ass like there ain't no tomorrow.
You like getting slapped?
Spanked.
Spanked.
Hard.
Yeah.
Not
good
like
distinction.
There's a difference.
Don't you like it? Okay, so, and you're not going to do a free-for-all. You're not going to do the lady circle probably tonight because you know exactly what you're looking for. And I think the best approach that we had last time that you were looking for this is to go and actually talk to people, make friends with people.
Yes.
And then the people who excite you, you invite into a special scene.
Yes, that's probably will work the best. And I think it works out very well, actually.
Good. And I showed up in my orgy director top, no expectations, but like, you know, I'm not fucking anyone tonight, so I better be helping someone. Miss Curly Vixen is on the inside. This is a real treat tonight. Guess what? You can see Tanya unblurred now on my OnlyFans because YouTube's way too crazy, and frankly, this channel, you know, I gotta be very careful what I put out here. So, yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. But if you come to my fan page, not only can you support me and the work that I do, now you can see Miss Tanya's brand new OF fan page. And I saw the first few photos, and she's not shy. Let's just put it that way. So, if you're looking to see a little bit more of this, what I like to call sexy gilf, grandma I'd like to fuck, who came on a big journey at this club and. Only about how many months ago? 10 months ago?
9 months, yeah, 8-9 months ago.
And look at what she's learned already. So if you want to follow along in her journey, now you can do that as well.
Come for the ride.
So it is DTF night. I am here to make friends. I'm here to help people integrate. I also put on my YouTube channel a little post before I came that said, hey, I'm going to be at DTF night at Oasis Aqualounge.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because you know, if there's one nervous fan out there who's like, hey, I've always wanted to go. I've never felt ready. Today is that day. I put the fucking call out. It's like a Batman signal. Like, I'm going to be at DTF night. And if they can come, they're going to feel more probably comfy than on any other night.
Exactly.
So I hope to see a few fans, and I hope that they introduce themselves. So keep in mind, if you do meet me at a club, I'm very absent-minded. I do have branded TorontoUnicorn condoms that I like to give out to people who have watched my content and said so. Yeah, so if you do come recognize me at the club and you come say hello, don't let me forget. Say, hey, don't you have condoms?
Don't you have condoms?
And then I'll be like, yeah, I have them in my locker. So hopefully I can give a few of those out tonight too. So I'll put one on the screen so you see I actually have used them. They work. And all right, let's go inside, okay?
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, hey guys, it is 11:30. We are leaving DTF. Look at our cute crowns. Yours is kind of hidden in your hair, but there it is. So we had a different vibe tonight. We were here to make connections. You got to talk to a lot of people who fit your criteria.
Yes.
Now, I'm going to be a bit of a chatterbox, so beware. Okay. And if you want an uncensored version where I don't beep out the bad words and actually show Tanya's face, go to my OnlyFans for this version of the vlog. But basically, I've got a lot to say. I have a new game that I play that's not just the intrusive question game where I go around asking random questions. Now I play a game called let's talk about what we're here for tonight. Who wants to go first? And so it worked. And then I followed it up with a question, which was, how do you like your sex? And people were very specific. Right? You were making, I'm like, Tanya, are you making notes?
Yes, I'm making notes.
And so you talked to a lot of guys that fit your, you know, aesthetic that you're looking for. And you invited them to a scene starting around 10:30.
That is correct. We had my favorite room. And yes, and I kind of picked what I was looking for and chatted them up, and
yeah, and it was good because you were able to say, like, I'm a submissive. I want someone to, take the reins, grab me by the hair. I even grabbed her hair in the pool to show people, yes, it's not too short to grab, and she likes it grabbed.
Because some guy was like, no, you can't do that. I'm like, oh, hell to the yes, you can.
But that was good that he said it because it shows what some guys are thinking. Right? And so you could be like inviting them, no, please grab my hair and do it like this. And then I saw, you know, you hook up with some of these guys. So did they listen?
Yes, they did listen.
Okay.
And it was actually quite very pleasurable, actually. There was can I talk? And there's one point that the two guys' face like right there. Like it was actually pretty.
Talk about that in detail.
So I believe I had my legs up on the one guy's shoulder, and he is very nice girth-wise. There's a lot to take in. We've been together a few times. We've figured out what works. You know, good communication. He's great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the other guy was new, but I think I've seen him around. So between the two of them and just what they were saying, so it was actually quite nice.
And so you got what you ordered. You got the guys that you ordered.
Yes.
There was one exception case you were going to make. That didn't happen tonight, but because sometimes people's personality and what they're offering and their vibe can trump somebody's attraction to a type.
Yes,
right?
Very much, yes.
So there's a lot to be said for somebody who has a lot of authenticity, who's passionate and enthusiastic, because you don't normally go for that type, but you were like, okay, maybe, right?
Yep.
So not only that, I got to meet some very lovely fans, including some female fans, and I want to talk about them. One of them I talked about years ago. Me and R were leaving a DTF night, I think, at Oasis Aqualounge, and we ran into a girl in a really pretty black dress in the entranceway. She was like, oh my God, I watched you on YouTube. You're the reason I'm here. Like, I'm so nervous. This is my first time. Come with me. And I was like, sorry, we're leaving, but here's some advice. And I would, give her my best, 3 or 4 minute advice. R gave her some advice. We kind of gave her a good luck hug, and we went on our way. And I've never heard from her again until tonight. And I knew some girl was smiling at me from across the thing, but I was just like, he's probably just a fan, whatever. Yeah. So and then she's like, so she was telling me that night, thank you for what you did. And I asked her, how did it turn out? She did. She hooked up with somebody. She's had some good experiences. She did say she had some, pleasant and unpleasant experiences to round out her experiences. So that's honesty. Right. And so she also thanked me for what I did to help her make her comfortable. And then she introduced me to somebody who was also new on their very first night. And she said, hey, I'm doing what you did for me for them. And she's like, I'm helping them feel comfortable just like you did for me. And it just touched my heart, because I'm like, wow, that is a way to pay it forward, make someone else's onboarding experience just, a little easier, a little more safe. So that one touched my heart, and I hope to connect with her again. I had another female fan, young, in her 20s, coming up and thanking me just so genuinely for being sex positive. And she's like, woman to woman, like, thank you for showing a sex positive world and way of being. And that's why I do this, because you don't need to slut shame people. Some of us grew up slut shaming because that was our culture, including myself. And it's something you can internalize, and it takes sometimes some unpacking to get rid of those, ingrained cultural indoctrinated beliefs, as I like to call them. But eventually you can see sex as empowering, and the women who come here on these nights are in charge of their sexuality, and it is a beautiful fucking thing. So thank you for those fans that came up and talked to me. And I did give away one of my free condoms that has my logo, but I missed the other girl, so I'll have to get her next time. So overall it was a great night. I did have some guys, come up to me, ask me to play. I was very quick on saying, nope, I'm here to help my friend. I'm not fucking anyone, because once you're honest with people, like, I don't want to waste anyone's time. I don't need to make it chit chat with the guy for 10 minutes before I let him down. I can be like, why don't you go to the girl beside me? Because she's more likely to, be down for something. Right. So overall, though, I liked running the scene. The Aquaflirt set up the scene for us. We had a little crowns, condoms, water provided. We had reserved spots, so it wasn't the normal, grab this little piece of real estate to have a gangbang. It was really well controlled. Any other things that I'm missing?
No, I think you got everything covered.
What a great night. Curly Vixen had her own pile of men. Even in the pool, there was at times when 3 or 4 men were all over her. And she's like, hey, TorontoUnicorn, can I get your help tonight? And I was like, you don't fucking need it. Why don't you teach us what's your secret? So she is celebrating her birthday. So happy birthday, Curly Vixen. And until next time. And don't forget, go to my fan page. You can get not only this vlog, other vlogs that are uncensored, as well as extra content. And that's how you can also support my content and my pages. So until another DTF night. Bye. You can click on your screen to see some of my other DTF night vlogs and stories from Oasis Aqualounge.